After defying his father Odin and screwing up in a truly godly fashion, Thor is called out by the king of the gods for being an arrogant, kind of hot-headed little boy trying too hard to prove himself a man. He's exiled and sent to Earth to, unbeknownst to him, learn and grow into the man he's destined to be. Turns out all that takes is one night with Natalie Portman. After making a godly blunder, the god of thunder is exiled to Earth and life as a human until he proves himself worthy of his godhood. Trouble is, shit's a brewing up in Asgard that only Thor can stop, and well, there are folk up there who don't want to see Thor come home. Ever. Thor is the story of a god learning to become a man, and as you might have guessed, the movie is way more about the goings-on in the higher realms than here on Earth. Actually, less than half the movie is spent down here, and all of it in the middle of nowhere America. As a superhero movie, this is heavy on the dramatic origin story. There's a lot of preamble at the beginning, and it's lighter on the mind-numbing action. Neither of which are a bad thing. Under the helm of visionary Kenneth Branagh, the movie capably captures the scope of what it's trying to accomplish: a war amongst the gods. For fans of the comics, all I can say is The Destroyer. Epic is barely the word. As a director, Branagh is more famous for his adaptations of classic literature: Henry V, Much Ado About Nothing, Frankenstein, which seems to have made him a great fit to bring Marvel's interpretation of classic Norse mythology to life. Speaking of Marvel, Thor precedes Captain America this summer as the two final pieces gearing up for the Avengers in 2012, which will see most of the Marvel heroes you've seen on the big screen lately suiting up and teaming up. Written and directed by the hugely talented Joss Whedon, the Avengers is either going to be mind-blowingly awesome or... is there an or here? Anyway, Thor isn't flawless. Chris Hemsworth is joined by the likes of Anthony Hopkins, Tom Hiddleston, Natalie Portman, Idris Elba, Kat Dennings, and Colin Feore. Yes, an all-star cast. The problem is, most of the characters, especially the human ones, fall way in the background and don't get a lot to make them stand out. Even Thor, who's the title character, has a transformation that's a bit rushed. And the 3D? Just don't. Aside from a few snowflakes at the beginning of the movie, there's zero shots in the movie that justify the glasses. There's definitely been a lot of hype for this movie. Are people excited? Yeah! And didn't live up to the expectations.
Yay. Yay.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Triple yay.
It was freaking awesome. So good.
It was awesome. I liked it.
It was a masterpiece, my friend.
Masterpiece.
Masterpiece. Great movie.
Yay, nay,
Yay. Yay.
yay.
Yay.
Woo!
Big
Okay,
yay.
okay.
We're cutting that out of the tape.
Yay.
By the hammer of Thor!